What's going on YouTube? It's Midnight Gaming Fury here. How are my Furies doing tonight? We are doing a little something special and new today. We are playing D&D. You can't see them because they're camera shy. They don't like being in front of the camera. But we have my beautiful wife, Rebecca, my good friend, Deacon, and my also good friend, but my brother who isn't camera shy, Darian. How you doing, my brother from another mother? Alright, so we are beginning this story in the beautiful world of Jacothia. Now, we are going through the thick of the trees, the beautiful light green forest, to never mind. We're going to a world thick with bushes, grass, basically emerald color, to the world of Neverwinter, where there is still no activity in that volcano yet, and there is beautiful oceans. We are going to our Warforged. Give me the name here. Give me the name. Come on, I don't know the name.
Tungsten.
Huh?
Tungsten.
Tungsten. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your town, your city, your house, your place, what?
Tungsten lives in a excluded part near the outer edges of the city, and he lives in a brick foundation house with wood frames, and he lives in a fairly small place. He has a couple neighbors, one of which he's close to, watches after his pseudo-dragon companion when he goes on long adventures to, get revenge on his old general who betrayed and left him behind.
Alright. Thank you. How's your town like? What's it like? Is there a lot of activity, monsters, what?
Neverwinter is a very active and busy town. It's a city, and so there's a lot of merchants, a lot of taverns, hotels, shops. It's a very active place with a lot of adventurers going through it every day.
Alrighty. Now we go across a beautiful sapphire ocean to a beautiful field of farmland to Vermilion City, where we meet our gnome who is probably should have rehearsed this. Gnome in a what?
We can clip it.
I'm wearing a suit of Warforged.
Our gnome, not knight, our gnome who's wrapped in a Warforged armor. Sir
My strength is 9. Italian to Canis.
Italian to Kenneth.
Italian.
Speak louder, I don't know. Italian
The Canis.
the Kenneth. Tell us a little bit about your place, what your background is, that stuff, the good stuff, the juicy details.
So I'm Italian to Canis. I am one of the few gnomes to inherit my community through my Aberrant Dragon Knight. The few friends I have call me Flintlock due to my expertise in gunpowder and the sword. I spent most of my life living in Vermilions, where I was picked up by House Kenneth.
Just speak a little louder, please.
I am not a loud person.
Alright, thank you for those lovely details. So we will now go through the thick trees with the emerald colored leaves to the town of Idris. Where my wife will be playing the Dampier Blood Hunter, Miss Lilith. Tell us about your town, your character, background, all the juicy details.
Lilith,
Give her a moment.
Yeah. She became a
A Dampier?
vampire, thank you. Because a stranger came to her town and didn't tell her exactly what she's getting into and made a pact with her. It was a blood ritual and made her share his, when she was a vampire, he made her share his abilities, so for her whole life she will be a vampire. And then she became a blood hunter because the rituals of her town killed her parents. And then she's also a blood hunter for the fact of the person who changed her life completely. And then the town of Idris is closed off by cement walls that go around the whole town to protect from the wildlife of the forest, which is where she lived after becoming a Dampier because they are on hollow ground, basically. So she is basically no longer welcome on the ground of where her town is.
Okay. Okay. Now comes my character. We go to a place where everything is dead. Trees are dead, there's no ocean, no rivers. It's all waste-like. But there is a city wrapped around, again, cement walls. And in that city, there's a little store where we are introduced to our Melandra Elena Lucille Frederick. She owns a little shop that her father once owned. Her father passed in an alleyway because of a bad drug deal gone wrong. So she keeps the store open to keep it going because that's what her father would have wanted. She isn't much of a fighter, but she will fight to protect those that she cares for. And she lives in the little town, in the big city of Mungopolis. And we are going to begin our tale starting where Sir Talia. We are going to meet him in his little bedroom where a maid comes up to you. She wears the usual maid outfit, black and white. And as you can see, as you look through the corner of your eye, she is carrying a box. And on this box, there's a little note, and it is wrapped in present wrap. She hands it to you and says, I was told to give this to you if your master were to ever pass. And she sets it on the desk and proceeds to walk away. As you open it, you see a little note and says, Italian, if you are reading this, then that must mean I passed. I know you're going to do great things, and I think that you deserve a reward for the hard work that I know you're going to be doing in helping. And as you open it, it's a very nice elk wood box. And as you unhook the latch, in there is a little ball. And on the top of that ball is a stone, a red stone. And as you look at it further, it gleams with a fiery passion. What do you want to do with that ball? Alright, go ahead and detect magic.
Well, I do it. Is there anything magical about it? It's not like a skill check.
As you cast detect magic, you feel You feel an empty space. Like you could fill this with a whole bunch of things in there. But it's kind of like a ball that can capture a lot of stuff is what you feel like it could do. But go ahead and do roll insight or investigation. I can't remember which one it is.
Insight is more like talking to people. And
Okay, do investigation and then check out if you see anything specific about the ball.
Insight's more like intentions.
Okay, thank you. This is a learn as we go process too.
What is my okay, I'm pretty sure I got this in this
18 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah. So besides the gym that's right there, you notice some lines going around it, but at the very front, it looks like a butt. What do you want to do? As you push the button, it pops open, and a blinding light pops out and shoots a white light onto the center of your foot. And right there is a kind of a lava red or lava orange colored raptor with fire on the tip of its tail. And as you can tell, this is a primordial raptor spirit, fire raptor spirit. Is there anything you want to do or say or
Pet the rabbit.
Yes, you can pet him. As you can tell, he seems very friendly, like he's actually known you for quite a bit of time. As you try and pet his little fiery feathers that are on top of his head, he gives you a little nibble on the fingers and just rubs up against your hand and everything. He's very friendly, loves you. He'd do anything for you. He's cheerful, as you would say. Now, we're going to cut over to Neverwinter, the lovely little house where our Warforged hears a knock on the door. Do you want to go ahead and roll investigation to see if this knock on the door is suspicious or not?
He's been around his community enough that he's not really suspicious to a knock on the door.
Alright. So you open the door and you see it's one of your neighbors, Lucy. She has come. Lucy, as you can see, is holding a very long box. And she says to you, so thank you for killing those wolves that were attacking my little sister the other day. And I didn't know how to repay you, but as one of the merchants were coming along through our town, I noticed something that I thought you might like. And as you can see, as she opened it, there is a sword. And it's not a big sword, but it's a decent sized sword. It's basically a one-handed sword, but it's got a adamantium kind of property on the blade, and it's got a gold handle, and it kind of twists like a vine, and it's got some nice red leather wrapping around the handle, and it's got a little nice gold gem right there on the bottom. Do you want to go ahead and investigate it to see if it has any magical properties or not?
I would.
Go ahead and okay, no, wait. Oh yeah, investigation. Yeah.
Well, I can still do like an arcana check.
Yeah. Go ahead. Lizards. Ugh. 5?
9 plus my modifier for arcana is a 3, so 12.
12. You can tell there's a bit of some magical properties going around it. You also notice that there's kind of like, not too noticeable, but there's little diamonds on the very bottom of the blades that could represent something. There's 5 little diamond shapes right there. But she says, I wanted to give this to you for that issue yesterday, and this is the best way I thought you could take it. So here you go. This is our gift to you. Also, don't tell mom, but I spent most of my allowance and the money from her purse. So,
Gotcha.
and then she places a kiss on your metallic cheek and proceeds to jog away. Now,
Okay.
we go to the enriched forest again, where we go to Lilith. She is sitting in her little treehouse. And, do you have parents again? I forgot. No? Okay. You hear a knock on your door also. You want to investigate, or are you also okay?
That's the before. And it's plus 3, so it would be 12.
12 also? Alright. You peek through your curtain and it looks to be one of your friends, Damon. You open the door and Damon says, hey, so they're giving them out, and I know you're busy doing whatever you are in your house, but here are some elven boots. Our elder actually bought some for the whole town, so I know, again, you're busy and all that, so I just thought I'd run them up to you. They fit actually pretty well on me, so here you go. The tales say that they're supposed to let you sneak around quite easily through the forest, so I thought it might help you hunt easy, so there you go. And also, here's a letter. Somebody dropped it off for you. Don't know what it's about. Didn't read it. I know it's illegal to read mail. That's not mine. So, don't want my head getting chopped off like all the other guys. So, yep. Do you want to take a look at that letter, or all right? The letter says to Miss Lilith, I have heard your great deeds about hunting. And I feel like I want to invite you to our next great hunt that we will be performing in Eldritch Town. If you would so care to join us, meet us 3 days from now in Eldritch Town, and we'll meet you there. But we'll be going off to you guys also, where an owl drops off also letters. If you guys want to open them, or... No.
Am I getting accepted into Hogwarts?
No, that place burned down years ago.
I see.
Oh,
Dumbledore
is
got
the bad
his son's
timeline.
sake and all that, and he just.
this is the bad timeline of the
So as you open the letter real quick, it says, "Hello, Mr. Paladin. I know and heard your good deeds with your warforge. I have some use for your craft if you would so kindly join me in Eldritch Town also. It is currently 5 days from your time, from your town to mine. So if you would so likely join me, I will pay you 10 gold for your services."
I don't need to get this to the head of House Canis.
Um,
Again, I am not a higher up. I'm more of a second.
As you read a little bit further, he says, "I have talked to your house, and they said that
Permission from my dad first.
if you so wish, you could. They couldn't be more happier to get rid of you as quick as they could, because they feel you have not been much use to them."
I mean, I hear the half-dead Warforged looks nice.
We go back to Neverwinter. Do you want to open your letter?
Yes, I do.
You open your letter, and it says, "So, we know you're looking for the general. We ain't gonna tell you who we are. but we do have information that we are willing to sell to you for 5 silver. If you would so kindly join us in Elderstown, we will discuss further options. Meet us.
Let's get you in a 5th-day drawing class.
Meet us in the pub of the Twisted Lady, and we will see you there. And it just has a little stamp that has a handprint.
Just a handprint?
Just a handprint.
Make a mental note of that stamp.
Alright, take a mental note. Do we travel to Elderstown or not?
Yes.
Sorry.
I pack my usual bag when I go out on adventures, and I'm taking my pseudo dragon with me.
Alright.
Italian has never been on an adventure. Italian packs as much as he can into his backpack.
And is overburdened.
Alright.
Italian's little body cannot carry him on.
Do you also travel? My beautiful wife? Yes? Alright. You travel. You both meet up in a little pub called the Twisted Lady. And in there is the barkeep and 6 other guys. And they are all sitting at tables drinking. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Is it for all of us?
Yes, for all of you.
Lots of clothes out of my house. Wish I was joking, but I was rolling 19. Plus 7.
Nat 20.
I nat 20 that.
I was very close.
Alright,
And I got plus 4.
So, okay. So you guys don't walk in at the same time, but you come in one at a time. First her, then you, and then you, because you're much farther than those 2. But you're sitting at the bar, up at the bar right here, and then you are sitting at this table right here, and then you walk in, and you guys are investigating this place. You can tell that some of these guys aren't some good guys. But you notice one guy in particular who is right in the back room, or not back room, but at the back table with his hood up. But as you look, he gestures over to all 3 of you to come over. And you notice especially that he has a little thing that closes his hood to make sure you can wrap it around him. Not really a bow tie, but like a clip that he can stick in the cloak. And it has the clasp. Yeah, he has a little metal clasp that has a little hand symbol on it. Do you guys go up to him or?
Yes.
Yes. As you go up to him, he says, first I need to make sure you don't have any weapons. I need you to lift shirts, lift your arms, I don't care. And I need you to.
I have a crossbow on my bag, and I'm carrying a giant stick.
Yeah, I need you to.
I set it down, I take off my bag. I put it near me. Just enough to make sure he thinks it's out of the way. But still within a quick range.
I have 2 long swords integrated into my body. He can't see those.
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure I have advantage when it comes to pat downs.
So you guys who have weapons that I can see, put them away, put them near you, don't care. And he proceeds to say, so, as you can probably tell, I don't have any of the stuff that you want or need, or some of the stuff I want you to do. I called you here because I have a mission. And because you guys are disposable, I thought you guys could do this one quick thing for me. I traveled around the world, I've been to you guys' towns, and they say that you guys are the best of the best, or so they say.
Can I cut him off and say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want you to know the last person that called me expendable, I'm currently hunting for.
Is disposable.
Disposable.
Just toss to the side. I mean, I would guess six. I don't know who was telling you
Yes.
it's the best of the
I
best.
heard. That's why you're here. Good one.
Speaking as I'm exiled from my town, how can you talk to anyone and I'm the best of the best?
Valid point.
I have a job. I'll pay you 10 gold each if you do it.
10 gold is a lot, buddy.
What's some wolves or magic?
What I need you to do is urine.
Well, 10 gold is a lot.
I need you to kill the king in my town.
10 gold to kill a king. I feel like there's much more in store. So either this is a suicide mission, or this guy is incompetent.
Can you kill the king? That's all I want to know.
Can I? Yes. Will I? That's to be discussed.
If you raise the price.
Red line.
I will go up to 15 gold. That's the best I can do.
I'll settle for a quarter of the king's gold.
I have the king's crown when I.
Look, this isn't debatable. 15 gold.
I'd like to shoot out one of my longswords from my forearm and say, I think it is debatable.
Roll intimidation. I swear, if you roll a nat 1, this is just gonna be so beautiful.
The first that one and the first
As long as it doesn't hurt someone else, we'll be good.